Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my 14th sketchbook tour. I've actually had this sketchbook forever, and I'm so glad that I'm going to be starting a new sketchbook because this sketchbook is not the best paper for mixed media. It's really good for markers, but not for anything else really, just markers. When I wrote that on the front, my owner will reward you with, if you return it, nothing, LOL. I thought that was so funny. I don't know why, but I thought that was so funny. And I think I've had like 3 sketchbooks to say it's my 13th sketchbook, and I've kind of like lost track of which one is which anymore. So I was finally like counting my sketchbooks, and I was like, wait, this isn't even my 13th sketchbook. This is my 14th. And that was just a little doodle page at the beginning, and then here I was drawing an elf. I wanted to give her like a sweater, but still like have the elf vibes. So I gave her like a little corset, but with a sweater. If it looks a little bit slowed down, I actually did have to slow it down because I was moving these pages like back and forth at lightning speed, and I was like, I'm going way too fast. So I did slow it down just a little bit. And that girl in the corner was actually an emoji drawing that I did a while back. I don't know why I didn't put anything else on the page. And then that duck I drew, I thought it was so cute, and I love the eye as well. And then that was an inspiration from another artist, the big drawing. I totally forget who, but it was an inspiration. And I love the little baby drawing. I just like thought that baby drawing was so cute. And then I wrote some Casting Crown lyrics to the left, because I was listening to that song like over and over for some reason. So I was like, hey, I'll just write down the lyrics. So my sketchbook does get better. I think I was in a little bit of an art block at the beginning, but my sketchbook gets way more fuller on the pages, and I think it looks much better towards the end. And I don't know why I put "It's me, Susrio," meaning Mario, but he was sus, because he really looks weird. I was trying to draw him in like my style, and it looks so weird. I don't know why. I was also reading the Lunar Chronicles series whenever I drew this, so I drew Scarlett Bennett to the left, and then I just did a little like pen drawing of like a girl, but I never got around to drawing her face. And then here's my OC lore video. I was so proud of this video and both the drawings. I just think they look so good, and I've not done like a drawing of all of my OCs together before, so I was super happy when I did that. And if you want to watch that video as well after you watch this one, it should be like the second video on my channel. It'll say OC lore, so you guys can go watch that as well. You guys have might heard me say that I dislike chalk pastels before, but here I was trying to give the chalk pastels a chance because I really have not used them much. So I got a paintbrush and tried to like make a little drawing without like no pencil or nothing. And then here I was doing a little bit of crayon drawings because I've not drawn anything with crayons in like a really long time, like forever. So here I was doing something with crayons. I did some fan art to the left, and I don't know why I drew a picture frame to the right, but I'm sure it was for shorts. And here I was just doing some pencil drawings. I'm pretty sure I was at my grandparents' house when I was doing this, so I was just drawing some people. And then on the left, I really liked how I did like the little stars above the eyes. I don't know why, but I think it kind of grew on me over time. But before, I really didn't like how it turned out, but now I actually really do like it. On the left, I made a girl look like a Wingarian, and if you don't know what a Wingarian is, it's just a species I created. And then on the right, I was just doing some more doodles and just having a good time. I actually really liked how it turned out. I drew a bunch of stuff to the left, and then I glued in a Love Like Jesus heart, and then I was watching the Percy Jackson series at this time, so I drew Percy, and I actually think it turned out really well. I'm not sure if it looks exactly like him. His hair might be a little bit darker, but I really like how it turned out. And I like the pose to the left. I really like that pose. I might have to do that again sometime. I think this is the first page where I started to get into side profiles, where I was like drawing a lot of different side profiles. I really like how the left one turned out, and the right one is still good. I just wish I would have done it a little bit differently. What did I say, guys? Another side profile. And then I used like a little paint pen to do the girl's hair on the left. I actually really think the girl on the left's hair looks good. I just didn't want to mess it up by putting like a face on the drawing, so I just like left it with just her hair, and that's it. But the hair on the left is very simple, like just very, very simple. And then I really loved the hair on the right page. And then here was my trash doodle art. I forget what it was called, beautiful trash art? Yeah, beautiful trash art. That was my drawing for that trend. And I actually like how it turned out because I just wanted to use like one color, but like the different hues of that color. So I chose purple, and I think the purple works really well. I forget how long ago this was, but I used some makeup to create a drawing. I think it was like older makeup, so I wasn't wasting any like good makeup I could use. So it was like older makeup, but I think I used like a eyebrow pencil and just like blush and stuff. This page I was actually going to use for one video, but then I really wanted to draw Wolf from the Lunar Chronicles to the right. So I just like drew him separately, and then I used the Sketch With Me page for the video. I honestly need to do more fan art of my favorite book characters and TV show characters, because I always say I'm going to do fan art and then I like never do fan art. This is just a random page where I was trying out some different eye styles. I drew a little rose at the bottom and then like a little pose for a person to the right as well. And then here, you know those scratchy things that you can scratch and then it will create like art? I did those with one of those. I forget what they're called, but then I did a pen drawing to the far left, and then I put like a bunch of those little rainbow things and like glued them into my sketchbook. I just found the boxes those little things came in, and they're actually called scratch art. And then here was my teaching you to draw eyes. I actually never posted it because it never did well for some reason. I only got like 5 views on it. But if you want to use it now, this is how I draw eyes. Probably one of my favorite pages, even though it's simpler. I love the lips that I drew, the orange and red lips, and then the little fishy. I thought the fishy is so cute. And then the drawing with the sticky notes I actually did from a comic I was reading. And then that blue drawing, I finished it over like a long period of time, but I really love how it turned out. So I feel like at the beginning of my sketchbook that the pages were like super like bare, and now in the middle of my sketchbook is just full of little doodles and different drawings with pens that aren't really colored, and towards the end of my sketchbook it's more like full colored illustrations. I think I drew these drawings over like a span of like 2 or 3 days on like each page. And then here, this is for the side profile video that I did a while back on the left. And then Holy Week, I decided to do this drawing on the right, the betrayal drawing, where Judas betrayed Jesus. I did this drawing with Maddie's Adventures. I actually really enjoyed it. I really like her hand especially. I don't think I talked about her hand in the original video, but I really like how her hand turned out because I made it like a humanoid type character, and I really love both outfits. I think those are really cute. I love like the patterns on them and everything. So when doing my collab with Maddie's Adventures, I totally didn't know I put the drawing on the other side of my balloon dog, or I totally wouldn't have done it because like my balloon dog is one of my favorite drawings, and now there's like bleed through from the other page all over it. But I still think it looks pretty good, and you can tell it's a balloon dog and everything. And then in the drawing to the right, I used some Prismacolor colored pencils. I actually really like how it turned out. I was trying to use like all the colors in the rainbow, but like incorporate them into one cohesive drawing. So that's the drawing I used for my side profile video because I was trying to show how to do side profiles, because I know sometimes it can be harder for other people, and I like finally figured out a way that was easier for me because at first it was super hard for me. So if you follow those arrows, it might be a little bit simpler, but I don't know because the arrows have kind of like rubbed off by now, so it might not be super clear on how to do it. But I really love how the hair on that girl on the right turned out. I just think it looks super nice. It reminds me of the ocean. So on this page I did some pencil drawings, and then on the right I did a lyric art video. Over the span of like 2 or 3 pages, I think I did the lyric art video. So on the right page I did my drawing with Blossom Feather. I actually think it turned out really well, and I'm super glad I got to do the collab. And then on the left, the hair kind of reminded me of like sheep fluff, like the fluffiness of a sheep. I was trying to like replicate that. And then on the drawing at the bottom of the left page, I was kind of like replicating that. I feel like sometimes when I don't know what to draw, if I just draw like a really big drawing on one page, it helps me get like more motivation to draw and can sometimes help me get out of an art block. And I feel like that drawing did. And then here's my character from my live stream, Magnolia Briar. I actually really like how she turned out. She's sort of like Cress from the Lunar Chronicles, but different because like her dress was from Cress from the Lunar Chronicles, but then she's sort of like her own character as well. Here's the second page to my lyric art. I think the song was Tightrope that I was using for the lyric art. I never finished that drawing of Lily from my live stream that I did, but I so want to finish it. I just never got around to it because I really love how her wings turn out. And on the page beside Lily is actually the finished lyric art video, so I did it in a span of 3 pages, and that's how it turned out. I may have said this already, but the page to the left is my absolute favorite page ever. It has such cute ducks on it, and I just love it because the little ducks are just so cute. And then the eye on the bottom corner is actually really good. I really like how that eye turned out. And I did those stars on the top page forever. Like on the top part of the page, I just did those stars forever. I used every pen I had, or pencil, or just like anything that had color, and then I just kept doing the stars. So here I did a 10-day challenge of drawing hands every day because I want to do a 30-day challenge, but I thought I'd start with 10 days just to see how I could do it. And here are the first 5 hands that I did. And here are the next 4, and then I have one on another page. I actually really like how all of the hands turned out, and I think they all turned out like really well, and I'm actually really proud of all of these hands because I wasn't sure I was actually going to be able to do it. I was like, man, these are really hard looking references. And there is hand 10. And here is the one and only mermaid drawing I did. I actually wanted to do a bunch of mermaid drawings, but then I only ended up doing one. So I might just draw a few more mermaids just for fun because I actually do enjoy practicing drawing mermaids. So I seen a bunch of art about like the Spider-Verse movie, so I decided to draw like a bunch of Spider-Mans again. The one at the bottom does look a little bit weird, but I really like the other 2. The 2 on the right I actually did for my Stationery Pals video, and you can actually still get 15% off your order if you use the code redwolvessketchbook, all uppercase. And the 2 on the left I did is like a draw from life. I drew my aunt on the one side and then a rose on the other. And then in the last page of my sketchbook I put a bunch of different washi tape, and I did a bunch of pen swatches for my stationery haul. And if you guys have watched this long, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you never miss when I post a video. And if you have watched this long, you can put a fire emoji in the comments so I know that you've watched this long. And the back of my sketchbook did come with a little pouch, but I didn't really use it for anything. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day or night.